Hello, good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Christine, and welcome to the channel. Today is going to be about AI. I spoke earlier today regarding this, and this is about the revolution of healthcare communication. So important, and I just wanted to, just inform you. I'm just going to drink this water. Apologies for that. I wanted to inform you that this is such an exciting moment in time for us all, for example, especially when it comes to communication with AI. It is such a beneficial aspect of your healthcare business, and I'm just going to go through this with you, and I'll also share with you the websites as well for you to actually go on and have a look. So stay with me and watch this to the end, because in this live session you'll discover about how voice AI, the tools like Twilio and Google Dialogflow, how it's transforming people's businesses, for example, with client communication. And for healthcare businesses, it will also help you to look at the links. Once I finish this video today, I'm going to put it into the chat, but I'll also put it into the description as well, because what I want you to be able to do is to look at this to see what it can do for your organization, voice AI, to automate your appointment scheduling, answering any inquiries that you may have, and also improve your client satisfaction. And what we're going to talk about today is, like I said, voice AI, and showing you the links and how you can make it work. We go through this in deep depth in our bootcamp, which is our AI bootcamp, the first ever for 2025, for example, and we are covering AI, which is amazing. It's going to be over 5 days, so it's going to be intensive, but it's also going to help you to understand what it is, whether you decide to use an organization like ourselves. We do AI automation services as well for healthcare businesses, but whether you want to try and do this for yourself, it is, it's entirely up to you. Okay, so but today I really want to open your minds to AI, to see what it can do for your healthcare business, because it is a game changer. Okay, so like I said, I've been in healthcare for 35 years. 35 years experience in healthcare. I've had my own businesses in healthcare for over 20 years, and I've been in 3 recessions in my businesses as well. So I've been hit with everything that you could possibly think of, and I know what works and what doesn't work as well. I've been in the trenches, for example, and I want to prevent that from happening to you, because we've got the inflation happening. So we've got to look at how we can be the most effective in our business. And I'm here to show you those strategies of how you can be effective in your business, and to also put money aside, save money aside, 10-15% every month, to help you if you do get faced with a challenge in your business or a crisis, that it doesn't just wipe you out. Okay, so I just wanted to explain this to you as well. So welcome everyone, and the chat is there as well, and you are, I'd love to hear your feedback once you've gone on to Twilio as well as Google Dialogflow as well for your healthcare business. So welcome to, we're in day 2, aren't we? Sorry, yes, day 2, part 2. And earlier on, I talked about how voice AI is transforming healthcare businesses by automating repetitive tasks and improving client communication. So I'm going to follow on from that and go a step further with you, and we'll look at the tools, the Twilio and the Google Dialogflow, for example, and I will share the links with you for you to have a look and play around with it yourself so you can see what's actually involved. It can be, a bit scary when you look at it to begin with, but, it takes time, and at the end of the day, really, I just want to make you aware of it, and you can pay agents like, we can, as myself, being an AI automation solution provider, for example, for AI, I can implement this for you. And what's so wonderful is that we do an audit, and then we do a flow of what you're lacking, what the problem is, and then we try and look at what that solution is and which AI agent we can introduce into your organization as well, because this is the future now. So we might as well embrace this. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go a bit deeper today about what I talked about earlier. So what I'd love is, by the end of this session, I'd love for you to share this video as well as like and subscribe, for example. But also, I want to be able to set you up and show you the tools of how it can fit into your automation strategy for your healthcare business. And that's what this is about tonight, for example. Now we're in day 2 already, because we did day 1 yesterday. Now we're in day 2 of the mini, this is what I call the mini AI Bootcamp challenge, for example. We do have our real bootcamp in 2 weeks' time, for example, and we hold them every month, for example, and we dive really deep into this. You'll be totally immersed, and you'll be able to see it in action and how it works and how it can benefit. And I will also be showing you, with either one of you or a couple of you, how to do a audit, for example, to do a audit, AI audit on your organization, to see what tools would be best for your organization, because we're all at different stages in your healthcare businesses, for example. So what is Twilio? Well, Twilio is a cloud communication platform that lets you automate your text messages, your voice and email communication, and it is ideal for scheduling, reminders, confirming appointments, and following up with clients. I'm going to put the link to the Twilio website at the end. I'm going to put it into the chat once I've finished my educational learning section here with you, for example, this training. But what I also want to do is talk about, there's Google Dialogflow. So Google Dialogflow is an AI powered platform for building conversational chatbots, and also it does voice assistance as well. So it's perfect for automating common inquiries and creating a seamless client experience. Like I said, the link will be in the chat as well. I hope everyone's doing well as well. So why should you combine these two tools together? So together, Twilio and Dialogflow can create a complete communication system that automates calls, text messages, chatbots, interactions, ensuring that your clients will always receive prompt and professional response. Isn't that amazing? No matter what time, they can call. So if there's a problem and they may need you to come early, or maybe they won't be in at a particular time, then you can reschedule, or they may need to cancel due to being taken to hospital, for example. This will all be sorted out with the AI. And what is so wonderful about it is that it will then go onto your rota, for example, so that your candidates, your staff members or contractors will know that they're not to go to a particular person, so they're not wasting their journey, for example. Okay, so like I said, why use these tools together? And that is the reason why. So let's look at you setting up your Twilio, for example, your AI Twilio. So start with Twilio and set up an automated text system for your appointment reminders. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to listen to this video after I've spoken. I'm going to put the links in to the chat. I'm also going to put them in the description as well. But I want to talk to you about this first. So once you've gone to Twilio website, you want to go to the website, read about it, find out about more so that you've got a good idea, and create an account. You'll need to verify your number because they want to make sure that it's you, for example. And then what you do, the second thing is you set up a messaging service. So in the Twilio dashboard, go to messaging services, create message service. Then you want to name your service and choose notify my users, for example. Add a phone number. This is how you're creating the flow, for example. You'll need to purchase a Twilio phone number or link an existing one. So select the number for your messaging service that you want to use. And then you create a SMS template. So an example would be, hello, client name. This is a reminder for your appointment on date and time. Please reply confirm to confirm your appointment or reschedule to change it. Now this can be with your candidates, with your staff members as well. But it's also good to remind the client as well that they've got the appointment at this particular time. So you can integrate it with your CRM. So use a tool like Zapier to connect the Twilio with your CRM or scheduling software. An example is Zap. When an appointment is scheduled, it will trigger a SMS reminder that the appointment is going to happen at this time, or that you send it to the staff member's mobile phone number, for example, so that everything's flowing nicely. So the client also, if there's a later call or that you may need to change the time or whatever reason, then the call will be made to the client just to let them know that the call will be slightly later than what they expected. If they've got any problems, then they need to contact the office. You'll be able to communicate rather than just sort of the staff member that's on call has to call the client, for example. That way this is all done and in a smooth matter. So if someone goes off sick, you'll be able to schedule, find the available staff member, then the client will be informed of who's going into them, for example, to deliver the care. Okay, I'm giving you some examples as I'm going along talking to you as well. So like I said, it will trigger an SMS reminder. Then what you'll need to do, step 4, is you set up your Google Dialogflow. So this will be, for example, you're setting it up to create a chat bot that can handle client inquiries and scheduling requirements. Now don't worry, this is all things that we can do now, because we've been experienced in this. I've been experienced in this actually, and I've been using it just to see how it works. Okay, so don't worry, it's not something for you to do, but I want to explain to you how it works so you understand as well. And you can see it for yourself. Okay, so then what you want to do is to sign up for Dialogflow. You go to Google Dialogflow website and log in with your Google account. Create a new agent, and then in that you then you go to the dialog console, click create agent. Then you enter the agent's name and the language and the time zone. Then what you do from there is you define your intents. So what are your intents? Actions that you want your chatbot to perform based on your input that you put in. Now this is technical and I'm not expecting you to go through all of this, but maybe you want to see for yourself. So example, you would say schedule an appointment. Then once you've typed in schedule an appointment, you then will say, okay, what are the times? So then you would put the times in. Okay, then you can add a response for appointment scheduling. So what date and time works best for you? So all of these are prompts that you're doing, for example, responses. Okay, then you're going to set up fulfillment. Connect Dialogflow to external services like Twilio for real-time data. And then you go to fulfillment to enable the web hooks to be in your system, for example. Then you integrate with scheduling software or databases. Now, I'm talking to you in this way so you understand what's involved in this. And this is something that we do, that I do now, is that we help companies to automate, to set up AI automation systems. Because let me tell you something, if you can save, for example, a month, a staff member 40 hours, 10 hours a week, for example, by all of these systems being put in place, and say if you've got 4 staff members, that's 40 hours a week minimum. Each staff member is, how can I say it? You can reduce the number of staff members that you've got, but you keep the staff members that are very good, talented, for example. Not saying that all staff aren't talented, but you make that choice, because like I said, you're going into this inflation's here. For example, you got your frontline staff, your carers, your nurses going out delivering the service, for example, but you've also got your in-house team. So you need to do a staff audit, because you can't let the ship go down. You've got to look at whether you need to let some staff go, possibly. You're seeing it all the time. You're seeing it all the time where people are losing their jobs, and it is unfortunate that this is happening. But you've also got to look at your business, and you can't lose the business because you don't want to let everybody go. You've got to be practical. You've got to look at who is performing really well and who you need to keep and who you need to give notice to. And I'm being upfront here, because if you've got this system here, it can save you thousands upon thousands of pounds. You imagine if you're saving 40,000 a year. I don't know how big your organization is, so I'm just going on that basis. So depending on whether you're a small company, medium or large, it's going to be even more. That's why we need to do, or you need to do, a staff audit, an AI audit, and look at the staff members that you've got and see whether the job can be done by AI. Because we have to look at that. Look, the big companies are using AI. They're not looking at hiring new people. They're looking at what AI can do, and they're reshifting people from the roles that they're currently in. So, I'm being real here. I'll give you one example. The Salesforce. Everybody knows, well, majority of people know Salesforce because they're a big sales engine, aren't they? They're one of the second largest in the world, Salesforce. And even the director of Salesforce is not taking on more staff, for example. He is using AI agents, for example. And it's increased the work by 30%. That's quite a big percentage that the business has been able to grow by 30% in a quicker time than what it normally would do. Because when you've got to hire someone, you've got to train them, then that's going to take months and months, and it could take 6 months before they're even at full level, for example. Whereas with AI, they are there from day one, and they're actually fast. They do the work of, I would say, probably 3 or 4 people, in one go, because they're super fast. So, I just want you to be realistic and to look at how you can make a savings each month so that you can save 10 to 15% in your business. Take it from me. I used to have lots of contractors. I used to have lots of VAs working in my business, for example. I've had, I'm talking about in office, not the ones delivering care, for example. I'm on about in the office. I've had 40 staff members, for example, and I didn't need to. I should have used AI a long time ago, because it's not like it's new. It's just come new to us now. But people have been using AI and they've been, practicing with it, and now they know that it's working and they've got it as it should be, or as much as it should be. For example, they know that it is now ready to show the world, for example. But people have been using AI from, last year or 2 years ago, for example. So it's new to us because we're hearing about it more, for example. So that's the reason why I'm talking to you so much about this, because I want you to be prepared for when April comes, if you're in the UK, because of the inflation, because of the pay rates have increased, and also because of the national insurance in the UK has increased, amongst other things have increased. So I'm here to say to you to look at this option. Same in America. Things have gone up. Things have gone up in America. I saw it when I was over in June last year, for example. When I went to the supermarket, I was like, whoa, that's kind of expensive. Things have really gone up. So I just want businesses to be prepared for when they get hit by a challenge or a crisis, for example, that it doesn't affect you, that you've got that savings and you've got it in your bank, and you've got that savings account in your bank, because that's really the best place to have it, in your bank, so that you know that you can access it when you need to, for example. Okay, so bear in mind that this is new, what I'm saying to you, and I'm not saying that you're to do this and implement it, but I want you to be aware of it and how it works and how it will benefit your organization, and what a savings you could get, 30-40% savings in your business by using AI. Come on, it's a game changer for all of us. And I want you to be able to think of that. And that's why I'm also doing the AI Bootcamp, which is a 5-day bootcamp, and it is from 9 till 5 p.m., for example. But it's going to be on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, for example. So really, I'm trying to do it so 2 days is in the week, 2 days is at the weekend, and 3 is during the week, to try and so it's not taking away too much of your time. But if you are the owner, the director, then you should be there. You need to be there so you know how it works. And you can be there so that you can actually start working on your AI audit, your staff audit. What is it that you can save in your business? It's not just staff audit, it's lots of other things, that you're possibly paying for, software that you're paying for, that AI can do it at a fraction of the price, for example. And that's why, we are, as a company, we are specializing in AI automation systems for organizations, because we know that this is a massive savings for you as well. But it's good for you to understand what's involved as well. So going back into that is, the fulfillment. You've got to also look at integrating with your scheduling software or your database. So if you've got a database of clients, for example, that goes in there, your database of staff members, that goes in there, and then everything works together. It's just so streamless, for example. Yeah. So then what we do is we test the chatbot, for example. So we use the built-in simulator to test your responses. So examples is, you could say, I want to book an appointment, and confirm the response. So that's where you book the client, and the staff member responds and says, yes, I can do it, that type of thing. Okay, so the next thing that you need to think about is integration and optimization. Okay, so you integrate Twilio with Dialogflow for seamless experience. So integration steps, is what's involved is that you enable Twilio in Dialogflow, and in the Dialogflow console you go to integrations, enable Twilio SMS, and link your Twilio account. Then you create the workflow. Okay, so an example of the workflow is client is sent a SMS, okay, to the Twilio number, for example, and the Dialogflow chatbot responds and gathers the data. So Twilio sends a confirmation message or forwards the request to the staff. Okay, it's about cutting out all of this repetitiveness. Optimize your responses, regularly updates the responses based on the feedback, and you use analytics to identify areas for improvement. So what I'm going to put the link here anyway so that you can check them out for yourself. What I'd love for you to do is for you to just, let's have a chat, book a free 15-minute online meeting so I can go through it with you and show you in online, for example, the Twilio and the Dialogflow, for example, and how it can really enhance your communication within your organization. It is a time and cost saving tools, and we can offer that to you as well. So I invite you to join our AI Bootcamp if you're able to join our AI Automation Bootcamp, the first of its ever kind. And this is for healthcare businesses as well. If you are wanting to know about it and you're not even from healthcare, then you can join the bootcamp. You just apply it to what you're doing as well, for example. But because I specialize in healthcare, I know what's involved and I know what people need, for example, and I can see and evaluate what the need is. And also the client tells me what the problem is, so then I can then help them with the solution, AI solution, that it will be of benefit for them. So it's automated. So the link is here in the chat. And like I said, you get a bonus guide as well. Okay. And what I want to ask is that you click the link to secure your appointment, for example, and I will do an online demonstration with you. But I also will talk to you about what is involved in our AI Healthcare Business Bootcamp. That will be on day 4, and I'll go through that with you. The links will be here in the chat. I'm going to put that in the chat now. For example, I'm just going to put that here so that you've got that. And I'm also going to put it in the description as well. And I just want to talk to you about some additional tips for success. Okay. I would love for you to share what your communication challenges are in the chat. And also, I would like to be able to demonstrate this clearly with you by you booking a free 15-minute appointment with me. It probably end up being 30 minutes. We'll allocate 30 minutes, for example. But I also want to be able to share this with you one-to-one so I can talk to you about what challenges you're facing in your business, what is repetitive, what size your business is, for example, and where you feel that this will be of benefit to you. Because, every business is different. Every business is different, whether you're micro, whether you're just starting out, whether you're small business, whether you're a medium-sized business, or whether you're a large business. You've all got different things that you will find that is difficult right now. However, you all have one thing in common, and that is healthcare, isn't it? That is healthcare that you all know that you have in common. I'm just going to put this here in the chat, and hopefully you'll be able to see here what I'm just putting into the chat. Hopefully it will show. Okay, maybe I'll put that in later, but I'll try that again because it's not coming through. I'll just say, here's the link. Okay, I'll put that into the description when we're finished here. But what I would love to hear is your comments as well, just to say what you're currently struggling with. What repetitive task is it? Because this is also about helping your staff members that you currently got at the moment, that could help them to perhaps focus better more on the care that's being delivered and the outcomes, rather than the repetitiveness. That is the key with AI, is to really help make our businesses flow a lot better and faster and be more efficient and effective. And it also helps when you're applying for contracts as well. So I hope that that was helpful to you all, and thank you for joining me. Do join me tomorrow at 12, is it 12? Yeah, 12 p.m. UK time, for example. I will be going through the next training with you tomorrow, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon. And thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for your likes as well. And also thank you for your comments. I really do appreciate them. And I hope that this is helpful for you to understand about voice AI, how it's revolutionizing healthcare communications, but it's also revolutionizing all business types as well. So do join me, like I said, for tomorrow's training, and I look forward to speaking with you all very soon. And I hope that you've enjoyed today's training. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Thank you. Bye.